Well, I'm surprised I'm back on my channel. This is Fred's Place. This is Sunday. It was championship day. First game was New England Patriots versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. And as you can see in the background, they talking about the game. I wasn't going to watch this game, people. I had already ranted about this championship game. I was highly pissed off because of my Steelers being ousted last week by this so-called great defense of Jacksonville, which got punked in the championship game, which I knew they was going to crack anyway, even though their team played fairly decent for the first half. But as usual, Captain America and America's team, which everybody assumes that it's the Dallas Cowboys, but I think in the millennium of football NFL dominance is the New England Patriots. They are America's team. With Captain America, now they're showing the Philadelphia Eagles just destroyed Minnesota, which that was one of the teams I had picked. And I had picked New England because Jacksonville had ran their fucking mouth all last week after they had their pre-Super Bowl win. They had totally forgot that they had to win one more to get to the real Super Bowl. So I guess when they was talking about the Steelers have to pretend like they went to the Super Bowl and won it on Madden, I guess now they're going to have to join the Steelers and play Madden and fantasize about them winning their Super Bowl. But anyway, I had picked these two teams to meet each other. Excuse me. And hopefully Philadelphia pull off an upset, because I don't want New England to tie my Steelers for the most Super Bowl wins. And the way Captain America and America's team is rolling, he might end up winning another one. Ho hum. But again, I progress. Using a big ass word. But anyway. You see these two brothers in the background. I know last week I think I mispronounced this brother's name. His name is Tomlinson. I think I'm pronouncing this right. I don't know. But when they was discussing about last week, but that's last week's shit. Now we talking about this week's shit. So I don't have too much to say about these two games. Like I said, in a way, I didn't really care for neither one of the games. The first game in particular, New England game, I didn't really care for either one of the teams, but I was kind of pulling for New England because the simple fact that Jacksonville had talked all this shit about they whooped the Steelers' ass and all this, and that they were going to whoop Brady and them, and that they were going to go and win this Super Bowl. And again, the best defense ended up crumbling. So the guy that was talking all that shit, I think his last name is Ramsey for, the Jacksonville Jags. You didn't see that nigga nowhere. Where was he? And excuse my language, I usually don't use that word, but it slips every once in a while. But anyway, you didn't see this fool. He was talking all that shit last week. We whooped the Steelers and now we gonna humble Brady and we gonna just do this and do that. Where is this brother now? You didn't see him after the game. He disappeared like a ghost. So my thing is, if you gonna talk the talk, you walk the walk. The brother he talked the talk, but he didn't walk the walk. I didn't really see him do anything on the field, to be honest. Maybe they wasn't throwing his way, I don't know. But, I like to see people eat humble pie sometimes, because when you talk shit, you got to back it up. And trust me, Jacksonville, it's going to be a long time before they end up being in the situation that they were in today. It's not going to happen. So therefore, they better enjoy the moment, which was short. And that's all I got to say about old dude in Jacksonville. I'm glad they bit the dust. I'm not a New England Patriots fan by far, but I'm glad that Jacksonville got humble pie this week because they thought they had just ran and just was going to dominate. And you talking about Captain America and America's team, you better handle your business all the way through the game, not just first half. Minnesota, I knew they were going to bite the dust, but not like that. I figured it would be a tough defensive struggle. But unfortunately for them, I don't know, they just fell apart. Philadelphia just dominated. So Pennsylvania will have one team representing the state, and that will be the Philadelphia Eagles and not the Pittsburgh Steelers, because they both in the same state. I don't know if a lot of people acknowledge that, but they both from Pennsylvania, so it's just one is going while the other one will be watching again. And like I said, this is not going to be long because I really don't have too much to say. I had to debate on whether I wanted to talk about this mess or not. I really don't have nothing as far as any teams in here in the Super Bowl as usual. Another disappointing year for my Pittsburgh Steelers as they fall short again. And now we will have the New England Patriots again with Captain America, as you can see in the background, versus the Philadelphia Eagles, which haven't been there in a while. And they're going to have to come all out full force and play a whole 4 quarters. Now, I know not like Atlanta did last year. They're going to have to play all 4 quarters to handle New England because the system will be ready. And trust me, you know who I'm talking about when I say the system. They will be ready and prepared. And as you can see in the background, all these people, I guess it's in Philly. I mean, I would be celebrating like it's New Year's Eve too. It's been a while since they've been in this situation. But, you know, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm reluctant to say congratulations. Oh, yeah, and James Harris made the right decision. He wasn't being treated right in Pittsburgh. I'm glad he went on and made that decision. Again, like I said, they need to get rid of that coach up there in Pittsburgh, and you know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into no details about that. But I'm glad he went on ahead and made that decision, even though he went with the so-called enemy team. He made the right decision. He's going back to the Super Bowl and might end up winning another ring. The brother is still productive. You was watching the game today. He made a couple of plays. And, you know, the Steelers could have used him when they played against Jacksonville. But that's neither here nor there. They will be eating their words as far as the coach making that decision of releasing James Harrison. And as a result, he's going to the Super Bowl, and the Steelers they will at least have 8 players in the Pro Bowl, and they'll be watching the Super Bowl like everybody else. But again, congratulations, Philadelphia Eagles, and oh, I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied there. Congratulations, New England Patriots, and that will be your Super Bowl teams this year. I will be pulling for Philadelphia based on I don't want New England to win another Super Bowl to tie my Pittsburgh Steelers with the most Super Bowls. But we will see, because they do have Captain America, and that system, that matrix system that they have up there in New England is virtually unstoppable. And I don't know too much to say. You know, I hope everybody had a good day today, a safe and blessed day on a Sunday, and enjoyed themselves whatever they were doing. And I'm about to call it a night myself. I just wanted to talk briefly about these two games. Unfortunately, Minnesota won't be representing themselves in their own stadium. They fell short, but they always have next year. Jacksonville, well, you know how it goes. You talk shit, you back it up. You don't back it up, then you just part of the of what could have been and what should have been. So they bit the dust. I'm glad they did. You talk shit, you don't back it up. That's the result. And if Ramsey ever hear this, Brian, which I doubt he do, brother, don't talk shit and don't be able to back the shit up, and then you don't be a sportsman about it, and you don't see your ass on the field afterwards. You don't see yourself nowhere around. You disappear like a ghost, brother. You talk all that shit, but you a young head, so I expect you to be like that. Talk all that shit and then you disappear instead of being a man about it. And take your losses just like you take your wins. But that's neither here nor there. Good luck to you, Jacksonville Jaguars. I hope we play you motherfuckers again next year, because it's going to be a different situation. I guarantee you that. So, this is Fred's Place. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves today. Have a nice evening. This is Raw and Uncut. I'm out. Peace.